Hello, beautiful souls. Lisa here. And today I want to talk about something that has come up with pretty much everyone I've talked to in the past couple months, and I've experienced it myself. And it's this feeling like you always show up fully for anyone and everyone who needs it. It's like somebody needs help and you drop what you're doing to go help, and then you find yourself feeling alone and not helped whenever you need help. And there's a lot that goes into this, as I have been working through this myself. It's really helpful to understand how our brain works and how we work and how evolution works and survival. And so when we get ourselves in this pattern, it comes from one, not being able to say no. So if you were raised in a situation where it was like somebody was like, when they say jump, you're supposed to say how high, or if you said no, you got in trouble for that. That's where you feeling an obligation to help others comes from. It's this inability to say no. It's an inability to make a choice based on what you want, what's good for you. It's like somebody said jump and you just automatically respond with how high, right? So one of the things that's important whenever we're rewiring this pattern is the ability to say no, the ability to make a choice. Like, am I actually available to help right now? And I'm not saying don't ever help anybody, but make it your choice. Like, I'm helping because I choose to, not because I'm expecting something in return, right? And that's kind of what happens underneath whenever you're helping people without it being your choice, is you're kind of expecting others to do that for you. And then that's when we get pretty dissatisfied with life, because it doesn't always happen that way. Another thing to consider when trying to rewire this pattern is that our brains have this negativity bias, right? So we often find ourselves seeing all of the negative things. Like, if there's 10 things that are right and there's one thing that's wrong, our brain is going to focus on that one wrong thing, right? It's kind of like there's this story about there's a box of 10 puppies and one snake. And when you open it, what do you go to, right? It's the snake, because the snake could hurt you. I guess the puppies could too, but in our minds, the snake is more dangerous. So that's what our brains do. And the reason that our brains do this is to keep us alive. So it's not like our brains are out to get us and make us miserable, right? But knowing that our brains often focus on the negativity, the thing that's wrong, knowing that, and you can then retrain your brain every time you focus on something that's wrong. Look for things that are right. Look for things to be grateful for. So whenever I found myself stuck in this pattern of, I do so much for everyone else, why can't anyone show up for me? One of the tricks that I used was to start noticing all the things that were right, all of the people who were showing up, all of the love that was there. Because often we get so stuck needing one specific person to do one specific thing to feel loved. And then even if that person does that thing, we still don't really feel it. Because really it's deeper than that. It's about in body work too. And that's what this work is it's a mindset shift. And it is emotional work in your body, like being able to cultivate safety and love and attention on your own. And there was one other thing that really played into this. Maybe it'll come to me. Anyway, I'm going to be hosting a 6-week mastermind called Masterpiece. And in this 6 weeks, we are going to be doing mind work and body work, and it's going to rewire our minds, and it's going to rewire our nervous system so that our body can feel safe and loved and needed. And it's just like when you do this work, you start noticing all of the people who are showing up. You start noticing all of the love that you do have. And it doesn't become like trying to control this one person or this one thing to give you that, to show up for you. Because you show up for yourself and you realize that even when you need help, it shows up, but it may not be the way that you expect, right? And that's what the mindset shift is. And now I remember what the last thing was. And that is, whenever I was really stuck in this pattern, and I'm still rewiring this one because it's incredibly difficult for me, but like whenever you're needing help, are you asking for it? Are you able to ask for help? And are you able to receive the help? Because for me, you know, I would be so happy to help anyone else, but whenever I needed help, I couldn't ask for it. And the feeling there was like I didn't want to be a burden on anybody, you know? And even if I did ask for help, it kind of felt dirty, gross, wrong, shameful for accepting it. I'm still working through being able to receive help, receive advice, just receiving in general. And normally with these overgivers, right, which is what we are whenever we ask how high when they say jump, we're overgivers. So we're really good at giving, and oftentimes we're not very good at receiving. And then because we can't receive, because it feels gross and wrong and shameful, we often don't even like see the help that we're getting. We don't accept it. We don't allow it, right? And then we feel really bad because we need help and we can't get it. So those are 3 things. It's a mindset shift, it's a body work shift, and it's like allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to have boundaries, allowing yourself to say no sometimes, and yes, whenever you need help and somebody offers, just because it's not the one person that you needed, you were expecting it from, you know? So yeah, that is one of the many things we'll be working on in this mastermind. And it is 6 weeks long. It's starting October 21st. And it's my first group. So it's really priced pretty low. Just because, you know, it's my first one and we're going to see how it goes. And I'm really excited to see what kind of transformation can happen. So if you are someone who feels like you're always giving, and then whenever you need something, there's nobody around, it's crickets, this may be a mastermind space for you to grow and to learn how to help by choice instead of obligation, and to learn how to receive help and ask for help. Because I mean, you can say it's easy, it's a little shift, and I mean, it truly is very simple, but it's not easy. It's a practice, and it took like many years to get to the way you are, to have your brain wired and programmed the way it is. So it takes a little while, it takes some practice, it takes some understanding to rewire it. But you can rewire it, and you can teach your body how to receive. And that's the balance that is needed between the overgiver and the overtaker. Is, you know, the giver needs to have boundaries and learn how to receive. Talk to you guys later. Bye.